Okay, where do I start? Um, Hi. um, I know it's been a while since I uploaded a video, but I decided to use this new experience or journey that I'm on to um, kind of bring you guys along with me for the ride. For those of you who don't know, I've been cast in my first professional musical, Crowns, which opens in June at the Goodman Theater. And I kind of just want to keep you guys posted and updated on what's going on in my life. Um, with this being a totally new experience for me. So, where do we start? Well, let's go back a little bit. Last year, um, I got a call from my old speech coach from high school, Frage, and Cheryl Frazier. She called me the day before the audition and was like, well, I have this information about an open call audition that they're holding down at the Goodman, and it's for actresses with no experience, basically, is what she said. And usually I would say, oh no, or make up an excuse to not do it, because I was always one who uh, doubted myself and always made excuses to not follow through on things that I really love. So this time I say, you know what? Forget it. Let's just do it. And the next day, I was outside at the Goodman at 5 o'clock in the morning. Me, my mommy, and my daddy. And because I got there early because I thought that there would be like herds of people lined up outside of the theater waiting to audition. And the auditions didn't really start until 10, so I said, well, let's get there really early so I could be like the first one in line. And I was, because people didn't show up till about 9:30. And so when we got there, we got inside. I was very scared, very nervous because I was looking around and all these girls who were there to audition seemed like they really knew what they were doing. Like they were doing all these crazy vocal warm-ups, like they sounded like birds and they were hitting notes that I never hit. Um, all I did that morning was get up and pray and go over my song in my head like once that I was going to sing. So I felt like, I don't really know what I'm doing compared to these other girls in here. But it was a good experience. I loved every moment of the process. So after that day, I got a call back. I got a lot of callbacks actually, and I had to sing numerous times. I had to do a dance portion, and they asked me to come back to do an advanced dance class, and so um, it was a very uh, rough experience. It was very emotional, and it lasted for about a month, I guess. Um, Not knowing when you were going to get a call, um, wondering if I was good enough that day. Uh, Also being grateful to God because I've never had any training or went to anybody's school for acting or theater at all, or dance or singing. Like this, never, I didn't feel prepared. Um, but God will make room for you. And if it's something that He wants you to do, He's going to give you the equipment to work with. So I learned that. And one day, I think it was November 9th. Um, the casting director at the Goodman called to me and said that Miss Regina Taylor wanted to see me. Regina Taylor she wrote and directed um, Crowns, and this is actually the 10th year anniversary of the play itself. So this is really big. Um, she's so cool. She's a really great woman. I actually remember the second callback I got. I had to audition in front of her and a lot of other people, and I was so scared. I cried like a baby in the middle of the audition because I just was so emotional throughout the whole process, and she comforted me by getting up from her table and walking over to me and giving me this warm hug. And it was exactly what I needed to pick myself back up and stay focused and get back in the game. And so I really appreciated that. And it, I don't know, the atmosphere in the room was just something I can never even explain. Um, it was great. It was great. And so back to what I was saying. Uh, the casting director at the Goodman called me one day and said that Miss Regina would like to see you. And this had been about a month since the first audition, so I was very confused because I thought that I was done auditioning and I was just waiting to hear if I made it or not. And so I agreed to show up, and I met her at the theater. And when I got there, it was odd because they took me up to this room. It was so pretty, and I'd never seen it before. And it was a really pretty room, and there were a lot of people in there. There was a cameraman and everything, and I didn't understand what was going on. She sat me down on the couch and started asking me all these questions, and I was very nervous. And so, people were asking me, do you need any water? Are you doing okay? Is there anything we can do for you? And I just, I didn't know what was happening. So she looked and she said, okay, everybody, I'm ready to begin. And I'm like, begin what? Start what? What's going on? So I did my song. She had me to sing. I sang, I did Great Is Thy Faithfulness. And the very last moment of the song, I remember crying because it was the perfect song to fit how I had been feeling throughout the whole process. Um, it was great. It was a great feeling. And so, as soon as I was singing the very last line, Lord unto me, I opened my eyes and everybody in the room was crying, including myself again. And Miss Regina came over to me and she said a lot of nice words, and she called me a triple threat, and then she said, welcome to the cast of Crowns. And I just broke down and I bawled, and I didn't care because I was so overjoyed just at the fact that I have no experience in theater at all, and to be blessed with the opportunity to act at the Goodman Theater is just, I couldn't believe it. And so I told her that I couldn't wait to tell my parents, and they were right downstairs. So she sent for them, and they came up, and she told them the news, and then she took us all out to lunch with her after that, and we talked some more and got to know each other a little bit more, and it was just really, really cool. It was really cool. And so I've been cast as a role that I had not initially auditioned for. Um, I've been cast as Velma. Um, so I am very excited, and I look forward to the journey ahead. I've already learned so many things about myself as a person, and I haven't even started working on the play yet. The rehearsals don't start until May. This is February, so I've already learned a lot about myself, and I love it. So that's about it. I guess as another blessing, um, someone contacted me and told me that one of her friends at the Goodman actually told her that, referred me to her to sing. She's putting together a concert, and it's a tribute to the late great Miss Whitney Houston, and she wants me to come and do a Whitney Houston song at this tribute. And I feel like that's another door that God opened by way of this play. And I just feel like He's really leading me in the way that I'm supposed to be. He's leading me to this place that I'm supposed to be, and I love it, all of it. And I'm just taking it all in, and I'm very like, I can't explain all of the emotions that I feel. Uh, like, even just the fact that, you know, I'm going to be on stage doing this play with Felicia Fields, and she played in The Color Purple. Very funny story. Um, the very first play that I ever went to see was The Color Purple, and it was, I went with my dad. All I remember is looking um, on stage, and I cry every time I think about it. I remember looking on stage, and I was watching the play, and Miss Felicia came out, and she was singing and dancing, and she was amazing. And I cried because I said, "Oh my God, I can't wait to be there in her spot one day." And it was the best feeling ever to be cast in a play while be acting alongside this great, 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 great woman. And so I'm very happy right now. And I'm excited to learn, very excited to take in everything that I can. By me not knowing anything about theater or how to do anything, I'm excited to learn from the best. And I feel like I'm in good hands. So, Crowns opens June 30th, and it goes through August. So come check it out at the Goodman Theater. If you would like to look it up, just go, you can go to thegoodmantheater.org, um, or you could visit the Crowns website, Crowns, the gospel music, like Crowns, thegospelmusical.com, and check it out there. It's a really cool show, and it's going to be amazing. So, uh, oh, I just had a birthday. I'm 22 years old. I turned 22 on 2/22. I don't know if you can see the balloons behind me, but yes, I'm 22 years old now, and I feel like all of these blessings are coming at once, and this is just going to be a great year. Oh, and I just um, received an acceptance letter to Loyola University Chicago. So that was that was my first choice. Um, Place I wanted to go to get my master's in clinical psychology. So everything is really good right now. And I love you guys. Like I said, I'm going to keep you posted because I really want to chronicle this whole experience, every moment. Like I said, the rehearsals don't start until May, but until then, I'll be shooting, a few videos here and there a couple of them just to keep you guys posted on what's going on. So, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Bye.